I will turn my volume up. I will turn y'all's volume right about there-ish. No, that's the wrong fade in, Ross.
That was called a yawn, classically speaking.
Dangnabbit. Alright. Well, greetings and salutations, travelers. Welcome back to the end of Planar Crossroads, and I can see that my display is already messing up, so hopefully we'll just at least keep the audio. Maybe it'll come back and work for us. But, until then, let's go ahead and discuss any announcements that we have real quick. First announcement is that that this is a adult broadcast that sometimes features adults, that sometimes use adults' language. You have been warned.
In this adult podcast, we sometimes use...
I said broadcast. I said broadcast.
I heard podcast, Dad, whatever, thanks.
All right.
Go on.
Uh-huh. So, if you are upset about that, then do go away now and watch our other one, Misadventures in the Southern Colony, which is kid-friendly. As kid-friendly as the disappearance of an entire town could be.
Not even like a do let us know, it's just like a do go away now.
Do go away now. If you want more content that's that's much more family friendly, you can let us know that in the comment section below.
They'll start another show just without me.
They'll just kick Kane out.
But
alright, sorry dude with the best characters. You can't control your mouth. Go away.
I can't live with that.
Okay, I'll start my own show with blackjack and hookers. I'll get
Dibs, I'm in. Let's do it. I'll fly to Canada for blackjack.
All right.
I can't play that in the city.
But as far as other announcements go, we have made it to 500 subscribers, so we're going to be releasing an announcement about that. Either we already have, or we will be soon. So,
you already have. I put something out on my Monday video.
Oh, well, there we go.
I wish I had bought like a party, like a...
Levi, break out the harmonica. We need the harmonica.
No, not a boomer.
It's in here somewhere.
But continuing on before we get too crazy, I got to get the rest of the announcements before 5 minutes. So, Patreon is going on for the Interplanar Patreon is going on for the Interplanar Crossroads and Black Dragon Gaming. Subscribe Star is also for the Interplanar Crossroads. We have our giveaway video coming out to let you know about stuff soon, and we also have our monthly giveaways are not happening right at the moment, but we will be doing a new announcement about our 3D printer soon that is going to be coming in to change patron rewards, so keep in touch for that. And that's all the announcements I have. What about you, Black Dragon Gaming?
Well, I hear that the Interplanar Crossroads is going to war with Hero Forge, so that's fun. That's a thing that's apparently happening.
No.
Yeah, no, I got nothing. Let's punch giants. Oh, wait, we already did that. Maybe there will be a different enemy for punching. I kind of doubt it. Oh, okay, thanks, Kane. Only giants, nothing else.
There might be a rune giant.
That's a bigger giant. I'm not prepared for that.
Significantly larger giant.
That's a big giant.
Yes.
Yeah, when you look at it, that art for the rune giant makes it look really big. And you're like, in real life, that the sheer weight of that thing and its sword coming down would obliterate anybody in its path.
Oh yeah, but like everything we've been fighting for the last month and a half already violates the skew quart law.
Well, I mean, if it's only 12 or 13...
Square cube law.
It's Ross's fault. He's got our tongues all twisted.
You've infected me with your spoonerisms.
All right. So, when last we left our heroes, and it is... Oh, by the way, it is episode 21, which I will change now. But when last we left our heroes, we found that they had totally obliterated the... let me see. They totally obliterated those stone giants, the rest of those stone giants that had gone after the town of Sandpoint. And successfully tracking them down, they captured one of them and destroyed the rest. and that one of them was absolutely demoralized. Not mechanically, but story-wise, was demoralized by the Night Angel himself. And as such, they were able to make him more transportable, I guess would be the word, the way to phrase it. And he became a little potbelly piglet and led them to the Storval Stair. So that is basically where we're picking up. So, yeah. What do you guys want to do first?
Hey, it's out.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that, but I keep disconnecting, so we'll pick right back up. I'll just have to edit out all these weird silences. We can at least record one episode.
Adam, you stole me gold.
You stole all his gold, man!
Where's your gold? I didn't take your gold.
It's like you deleted it and didn't tell me how much I had.
I didn't do that, okay? I took pictures of every single page. It's on there somewhere. Alright? It's on there somewhere. So, I did a recap of last episode, and basically it's on you guys. You are pretty much, you're within sight of the Storval Stairs, and Poogie has been with you guys the whole time. And it's on you guys to decide what to do now.
Let's go to the steps. We're going to the steps.
Drive.
We're going to the steps. Drive to the steps. Whoever is in control of wagon, Jason is not here. We drive to the steps. I'm commandeering his character.
Yeah.
So. Driving is Zhao and I.
Oh, never mind. I take it back.
But yeah.
Okay. So you continue on to the steps. And yeah, you guys are pretty much there. As we've said before, it starts to get a lot drier the closer you got to Storval Plateau and the Storval Stairs. You're able to clearly see and make out all of the different outcroppings and rocks that are along the way, and we said that you guys could see along the Storval Stair, or along the ridge up there, that there were some outcroppings and stuff like that, but it is a very tall plateau, so seeing anything above that would mean you guys need to either climb those stairs or do some scouting or what have you.
Well, I do have a fancy bird. Yeah, as we pull up, I will send her up to make a perception check.
Okay. So, you go ahead and send her up for that perception check. Let me see.
Let's dig out my character sheet. Ooh. Alright, here we go. Shaboom! Yeah. That was a weird noise. I didn't make that noise. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay.
It's not a clean 20.
And she's just flying up there?
Yeah, just flies straight up and like kind of buzzes the area.
Okay. She communicates with you. I think we've established that she kind of communicates with you through writings and stuff like that. So she does a quick check. And are you in any rush for her to give you information, or is this something that she's able to take some time with?
That would probably depend on the party. I'm personally, we're here. I'm not in a huge rush now, unless somebody wants to immediately storm the gates. Actually, I guess, is there possibly, as we're moving up here, since the driver, or half of the owner of the wagon, actually, isn't here right now, is there a bluff or a particularly large rock, or maybe even both in this crazy fantasy world, where we might possibly be able to park the car behind so as to not be a sitting duck sitting down on an open barren wasteland?
There's most likely an outcropping that was close enough to do some reconnaissance while also being far enough to not arouse some suspicions.
Okay.
So,
well, yeah, again, I'm not a huge rush unless anybody wants to just, like, immediately dungeon now.
Sorry, I was muted. Yeah, if we can hide the wagon and then move in, I'm game for that.
Okay. So while you guys are picking a spot to hide the wagon, she does a lot of scouting, and she's able to get a pretty clear picture, and she's intelligent enough to kind of guide some hands. So does anybody have geography as a knowledge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not I.
I have
engineering.
all knowledge.
All knowledge.
I have
A little bit
Brasut has all knowledge.
I have like a sampling of all knowledge.
I have approximate knowledge of many things.
So there's with Zhao helping out, I'd be able to have that up to a 16.
Okay. So Zhao kind of, we'll say, does a little bit of reconnaissance with her and kind of peeks up above and comes back down, trying very hard to maintain a more bird-like appearance while up in the sky to not arouse suspicion.
Yeah.
Because Zhao is best monkey and he knows how to be sneaky.
He's not worse monkey. He's Jason Statham.
He's Jason Statham monkey. So between those two scouting and both and Skoros interpreting for Maltia and Zhao going back and forth with Brasut, there's a nice little map that is put together from their flying over and their watching and things like that. And you guys start to make your own, you start to write down the map from them as they scratch it into the ground, I would suppose. Of course, Zhao could write it, so that's something that everybody is up for? Giving them the time to do that, I mean?
As opposed to dat cord, Dota cord.
Should we switch over to Discord, Adam?
I don't know if it'll help. It'll help with the audio. So, yeah.
I maintain you could capture your webcam yourself and then just grab our audio. It'd probably come out fine. You're the personality.
Am I the?
Yeah, it's your channel
to see me. All right.
Get a better internet connection.
It's not. I don't know what it is. It's not like it's a bad internet connection. This should be able to handle it.
Are you wired in or are you on the Wi-Fi?
No, I'm wired in.
Hmm.
It should be better than this. I don't know. Maybe it's the connection from the actual company's end. All right. Let's switch to Discord and we will finish it up that way.
It may also help.
Be going.
All right. So where did you guys cut? Where did I cut out for you guys?
We're still scouting. We haven't got any information yet.
Okay.
Zhao and Jason Statham.
Zhao and Maltia, who I guess would be the Sylvester Stallone or Arnold Schwarzenegger of birds.
She real strong.
Get
to the wagon so I can carry it everywhere and haul.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
There we are.
Okay, I actually answered when I unmuted.
Oh, okay.
Okay. No, it's
I
fine.
thought you were just ignoring us, which would be really rude.
I can't... Okay, I'm not good at being rude, I'm sorry.
No worries. All right.
I had it chambered and everything. I was going to hit all of you once.
All right. Well, the information that you guys get from Zhao and Maltia scouting, they actually work together, and if you give them the time, they put together a map of as best they can of the area. And it's not to scale or anything. It's not like Zhao's an awesome cartographer. But you Yet.
All things in time.
All things in time. So I assume, give him the time to do that. And
unless something happens that would stop us from having the time, yeah.
Not based on the rolls that I put in there. So you see that they come back and they kind of have this map here, and that's mainly what you see. The
Organ Fist.
Jorgen Fist. And they kind of indicate that this is...
Fist.
Jorgen Fist.
Is that not what I said?
I don't know.
Guys, that clearly says Jorgen
Fist.
Georgian Fist? George's Fist?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Georgie's Fist for short, I mean, when they're really wanting to feel personal about it. But no, this is what they kind of give you. The stairs lead up onto the store wall, so there's not as much of a situation right at the edge. This is more farther in that they were able to see. It's, again, not to scale, and they're not quite sure how far it is from where you are now, but it is close enough that it's far enough that there's some patrols, they said, along the way. Jorgen Fist. Or is it Jorgen Fist? Okay.
Just joke. Don't listen to me.
Don't listen to the Swedish guy on how to pronounce those things. But there you go. That's the lay of the land that they tell you is up there. Now, you don't know what all these different locations are, but they seemed important when they were looking around them. Or looking around.
And there were patrols walking throughout parts of it, right?
Right.
Do they
The
think
Roosters,
they were
apparently.
Do we get all the markings on this map? Do we know about the two entrances on the bank of the river here?
Well, you can assume they're entrances. You don't know what they
so
are.
I shall. Sure.
So, you don't know what they are. They didn't know what they were, but there were things there, like little cave-looking things there.
All right. Well, then, I'm not smart, but I'm not dumb. What about these little cavey things on the side of the river? You think maybe they lead into side the fortress?
Mind if I roll a knowledge engineering?
You could, without being able to look at it specifically. It may be a little bit limited, but yeah.
Yeah, it's worth a shot.
So that's an 18 with Zhao?
Yes.
Okay.
Was that an engineering? I think I can roll that. Let me try as well.
For aid another? Okie dokie.
Yeah, let me chuck one. I have A rank in engineering. Ugh. So it comes down to I can't math, so 18 all told, yeah. So the endeavor is wildly successful.
All right. You kind of look. Skoros kind of says, "Oh, look at that. There's that," and you're kind of like, "Yeah, that is true." But the main information gained is that particular Are we talking about A4 or A3?
Either?
Either or?
Both?
Okay. Based upon Zhao's description and your guys' knowledge working together, A3 was probably more of a natural cave that was not an entrance necessarily to some other portion of the area. It seemed a bit too low to lead back into where the structure would be. But maybe A4 does. So
How high up off the ground is that?
it's quite a bit
gonna need a
higher
ballista.
up off the ground. We're going to need a ballista. We're going to need to attach the halfling to it. Again.
And a rope for the rest of us to hold on to, and whee! Did my animal companion or Brasut's familiar, did they see any patrols on our side?
On what side?
On our side. Like on the, in the bottom right corner of the image where it says Jorgenfist Fortress, where we are, like down the plateau.
That's actually part of the plateau. See, it says on the left side, it says 2 Storval Plateau. You guys are over in that way.
Oh, we're left. Okay.
Yeah.
I see. So there are patrols between us and then the fortress.
Right.
We could sneak around on the cover of night. This has been working for us so far.
But they can see in the dark.
Can they?
Can they?
We fought them in the dark.
I suppose this is true.
Depends what you mean with dark.
Yes.
says Boldrago with a big toothy smile.
And the spell Deeper Darkness on his lips.
This cover of darkness may still help us move about unseen. I mean, really all we need is, like, black cloaks or gray cloaks. And we basically become invisible to dark vision.
That would be nice.
Thematically, yes.
Yeah, but I mean, like, oh, what is that off in the horizon? Several nondescript gray blobs. How do I tell them apart from all of the other nondescript gray blobs? Because I can't see color.
Well, I mean, they only have 60 feet of range, so...
Yeah.
You
So they wouldn't be able to see us from the
60
walls.
feet.
Push come to shove, we could just, like, we could come in from the plateau. We could even take the road. We just deeper darkness A1, that tower on A1. To the south of the road coming in. And then we could just sweep around the foot of the mountain towards the embankment. If we wanted to go around that way. I mean, I'm always game. Egor is always game for a flashy entrance. I wouldn't put myself above just trying to knock in the door.
Both guns blazing is kind of our style. All the A2s that ring the fortress, are those, like, can we tell what those are?
As best as the familiars and animal companions could tell, they were mainly settlements around the fortress itself. Just, they seem somewhat separate from each other, so they put them separate from each other. Though it's all one fortress, so it's kind of like, it's one city with neighborhoods type thing.
Okay.
As best as they can get.
Are we confirming that this Jorgenfist fortress, this is a place made by and lived in by giants?
Oh, they saw lots of giants. They saw lots of giants, and not just stone giants. They saw 2 or 3 different types of giants. Big people.
Okay. But, and the architecture was made for things their size.
Yeah, mainly. There doesn't seem to be a lot of medium stuff there. Unless,
okay.
Hold on, I'm going to look at the maps that Paizo put in this thing, because if they put in this thing that there were 10-foot hallways, I'm going to be like, you ain't doing it right.
I mean, 10-foot hallways are fine for a giant. That's exactly what they need.
Oh, that's like saying, 3-foot hallways are good for us. That's all we need.
I mean, I can walk down a 3-foot hallway so long as I don't have to pass anyone.
Exactly. All right, well, I don't... Oh, yep.
Here's a
shame,
check.
Paizo, shame.
That was one of their first ones. They do the same thing in carrying, which is unfortunate.
Hey, they did the same thing in freaking Starfinder.
Yeah, but you're just upset because you went out of your way to play something that was too big.
You played a race out of the bestiary. The Alien Archive.
I played a race that is supposed to be a normal race in that setting.
It is from the Pact Worlds.
It is legit from the Pact Worlds, and they are not bound to that area in any shape. So there's no area to be bound to. It's just a bunch of asteroids.
I think you're moving the goalposts here.
No.
So with a 20 on a knowledge local check, are there any fortresses in the area Skoros might know about? Is this maybe something the Giants have captured and moved in, or have they built it? And would that seem more likely?
What's the result?
A 20.
You don't have a lot of experience on the Storval Plateau, actually exploring it and saying, "Oh, there's this there and that there," and I remember that, because that's not a place that a lot of people visit. As best you can tell, you don't know. It's not something that's common for giants and stuff like stone giants to build a big old fortress, but I mean, it's not like it's never been done. They've built settlements before, so.
But there's not a Varisian fort on the border or something like that.
No, as best you can tell, they didn't tear this down and bring it in from somewhere else. No.
Okay, gotcha.
Especially with the way that it's described being built to their standards. No. Or I'm saying it's built to their standards, Paizo.
Well, both guns blazing doesn't sound like a horrible idea.
We should still wait till night, though.
Yeah, I agree.
Get this.
Both guns
Give me a little
blazing,
dark
retreat,
vision.
both guns blazing.
Yeah, Egor does not retreat. He simply moves to more strategic position.
Indeed.
Okay. So
do we want to come in at night and try and sneak our way in?
Okay, to clarify for y'all's plans, it'd probably take a couple hours just to get up the steps and stuff.
It's okay.
That was violent.
Kids these days. Yeah, I imagine we'd want to head to where the mountain range opens up to where Jorgen Fist has been built, and maybe park the wagon there and set up a staging area, and then wait for cover of darkness and go in.
Park the wagon, put a hut on top of it.
Exactly.
Okay, so
that's not a hut though. When you do it, it's like a fucking house. It's like a condominium.
Yeah, and it's a condominium with regardless of what it's made of, the equivalent of stone walls.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not. I'm not saying it's not a good house. I'm just saying it stands out.
That's fair. But it's harder to steal my wagon.
Yeah. And if there's a mountain between the wagon and the fortress, I imagine giants won't see it.
Make me perception checks.
Oh, good. Thanks.
All of us?
Natural 20.
Okay.
This is for all of us, right?
Yeah, everybody can make one. Boldrago's a 32.
These Hestor dice have been very good to me.
22 and a 20.
22, 20, 33, 32, and what was your total, Kane?
30.
30? Oh yeah, you guys are watching. And we'll assume Kellery's was excellent as well. So you guys are kind of scoping things out, and as you're looking, you're watching the stair, and it's not like people come up and down it and it's popular or anything, but at the top of the stair you do see movement occasionally. But it takes a while for Zhao and them to get back and to do their thing, so this has been the equivalent of you guys watching for a couple hours, probably. Maybe an hour, maybe 3. To try and get an idea of what the layout is, and there's probably some patrols that are this far out from it on the Storval
Like
Plateau. Well, near and around the stair, not necessarily at the bottom of the plateau, but near and around the stair, possibly at the top of the ridge and stuff like that.
And to get rid of, do we need to climb the stairs? Or, like,
Oh,
up
yes.
the side of a sheer cliff?
From what you can tell from where you are, you're not up on the stairs, but they are not stairs built for medium creatures.
But there are actually, like, there are stairs. It's not just, like, a sheer up kind of thing.
Right, they're old and worn and very eroded, but you can definitely tell at one time those were stairs. And they have definitive step-up heights and things like that. They're 2 feet. Base. Let me make sure I'm getting the.
No, we're not getting a wagon up that.
No.
We could.
Well, I mean, there's lots of things you could do, but
And one of those things is, can Brasut cast Ant Hole on my animal companion?
Let me.
I mean, the best option we might have right now is just to cast Anthole and Enlarged Person on Egor.
Nope, not doing it.
Why not?
I'm a strong man, not a pack mule.
Yeah, but this would be the ultimate show of strength.
We'll buy you
see.
spaghetti after.
Incorrect.
I'll
I
just
launched
put a
myself
secure
from
shelter.
ballista 50 feet through the air to land on top of giant. That was show prowess.
That was
strength.
acrobatic show. This would be a show of strength.
It takes many strength to be acrobat.
Yes, but this one is better. You'll have to carry it with like one hand up a wall. It's going to be great.
I have no audience.
Yeah, you
I'll
do,
just-
man. A bunch of giants.
so
We can get you audience. They are downhill. I do not think you'll want this audience, but we can get them for you.
We would
I hope
have
that-
to go all the way up to get audience. I would do entire show for no one.
I will watch.
I'll
It
just-
will be amazing.
Yes, you have already seen my how amazing I am.
You did save my life, my friend.
I have nothing to prove to you.
So is there an ant hole?
I mean, yeah, I could throw in the.
So if we were
like-
to do that, that would put my Falcon's light load would triple. My Falcon's light load right now, I have to recalculate it because the sheet that I'm using will auto-calculate, but it will not auto-calculate for a small creature, which makes me full of anger.
So
So just triple
Just
it and then cut
multiply-
it.
to give you a
I mean,
full
it's
subscription,
three-quarters.
to give you a fuller description of what you're looking at, because you guys are really trying to examine and watch here. The cliff itself and the base part of the cliff of the plateau seems to be about 400 feet up. If you were to try and climb it sheer. Now there are points in there that are 1,000 feet high. So near the stair they're not necessarily, but there are peaks around the stair. And it looks like some of that was old carved, similar to how the stairs look old and carved, but now worn and eroded. And it is not something that looks like it was naturally there. This isn't unusual for the Storval Plateau, this part of it. This is a known portion of what it looks like. But in that same way, some of those surfaces look a little smooth. So there may not be handholds all the way up or things like that.
Mhm.
And again,
I mean,
there seems to be movement on and around the stair, occasionally.
I can just put the shelter on it here.
That is also a thing. I'm just saying if we want, like... Well, I guess there's no real point in bringing the wagon with us.
If you get tired of walking, I'll make you a horse.
Oh! Can I have a bound goat instead? That would be better. We have to climb a mountain.
I don't have one of those, though.
Fair enough. Well, in any case, if we were to do the ant hall strategy, I had to stop and recalculate it. That's, well, hold on. I will tell you. What is 345 times 3?
The answer is 1035.
That's my max load. I don't know if that carries a wagon or not.
It does not.
Okay, fair enough. Well,
and again, do remember that Zhao and them didn't get a very to scale idea of how far it is. So
that's also true.
Yeah,
it would be real unfortunate if the duration of Ant Hall ran out.
Dropped us.
Oh, I mean, that's 2 hours per level. It's not running out. In theory.
I mean, my strength is 16, so I might be able to get it a bit further along.
Yeah, I think we don't have to worry about it.
So I enlarge you and give you Ant Hall.
I don't think we should take wagon.
I think we should take wagon on principle for the memes.
I'm saying, like, we've been arguing about taking wagon for 49 minutes.
I don't think we've just been arguing about wagon.
I think we are not arguing about how much we could fabricate a battering ram on the wagon and then knock down the door of Jorgen Fist ourselves. I don't know what that word Jorgen Fist is. I am metagaming slightly, but I know there's a gate. Boom.
So it's Giant Fist.
No, thank you.
I think.
So, we want to clear out the castle? Is that what you want?
If they are a threat to my home, and Skoros will crack his knuckles.
So,
at the very least, we have to go in there and tell them they cannot be coming down to Bashing Town anymore. There is no rock for them to look for. Which is not true, because Boldrago find a rock with his mighty brain, but we lie to them with someone else's mighty tongue.
Alright, it's very fine.
Okay.
I think Boldrago is the only charisma caster.
He's a wisdom caster.
He's not a charisma caster.
Damn it! I
All
always
right.
assume I keep thinking he's an oracle.
No, that would be good, wouldn't it?
All right.
I mean,
I think he's perfectly fine as a witch. I mean, he's taking care of several encounters.
He's a shaman, though.
So
He's a shaman, not a witch.
He's a shaman, yeah. Not a witch.
he's basically a witch. Okay.
Yeah, and he's basically
a divine.
It's a hybrid of the two.
So
although for some weird reason he uses a third casting stat instead of a casting stat of either one of the two of them.
All right. So you guys looking at the drawn map, are you kind of comparing your maps that you have, is what I'm guessing?
Yes.
We have different maps?
Well,
like
I assume that
at large versus a map that the pets have drawn.
Right, you've got a map of Varisia at large and a map of like Jorgen Fist. And the pig kind of comes up and he kind of roots around and he picks up the hand-drawn map in his mouth and puts it over. He's still got his intelligence, right?
Nope.
No, he doesn't.
He's just a pig.
No, he's
Just
He
a
failed
pig.
that save.
He's a pig
That's
with
his
like 8
memories.
guys, but yeah.
He still has his memories? Okay.
Yeah.
Nope.
No, he doesn't.
Lost it all.
Sure he does.
No, he lost it all.
Doesn't specify. Just says that he changes his stats. So I don't know.
The intelligence of a pig with the memories of a man.
Well, pigs are as intelligent as dogs, and dogs are as intelligent as toddlers, so...
Yeah, but do you
Toddler with
remember
memories of a
anything
man.
from when you were a toddler?
That's
Yes.
a bad
Play-Doh,
question.
because my
Yes.
dad told me not to.
That's a bad question to ask me, because yes, I remember things from way back.
Adam remembers.
My apologies, I
I
didn't realize you were genius, baby. I apparently was a stupid baby.
No, my kids don't.
No, but the thing is, Adam remembers the cooling of the earth. Like,
yes, way back when it was formed by the god. It was cold then. There was a void. Oh, all right.
Yeah, it really doesn't say anything about it.
Story time for another time. Olden father.
Olden father.
Olden father.
All right.
Father of Odin. Next one, no, he's a Titan or something.
I'm secret. No.
Or what becomes before the Titans? Because there was a thing.
It depends if you go. Yeah, before the Titans, it was technically Uranus and Gaia.
He's Uranus. He's just playing TTRPGs with us mortals because he's bored.
That's what I would do if I was immortal.
He's technically he is my favorite Greek deity, but that's beside the point.
Is he even a deity? Isn't?
Well, it's one of those things where he was the dad, and then his son Kronos took over, took him out, and he just became a regular deity, and then.
You're talking about Uranus?
No, that's maybe his Roman name, not his Greek name.
What about the campaign?
Yes, about the campaign.
All right, so we can do this easy. I can get the information you want as soon as we drop a little darkness.
Do a little dance.
So, is that?
And then we can make plan where to go. If we don't get the audience we seek, and convince the whatever name.
Why do I feel like this is just going to end up in a horrible scenario where we all try to kill each other? Or, well, not each other, but all the giants in there.
That is many giants, perhaps too many, even for how mighty we are.
We have already killed 12, we are fine. Bring them on, I say.
There will be closer places for Pit Wizard here to get done. It's Shaman. Pits. Pit Creep.
Pit Creep?
He is pretty creepy, you must admit. He is a very creepy person.
No. He's shiny.
You have not been... Okay.
Shine on, circus man.
Shine on, circus. Let's do Egor. Shine on, Egor. And he glistens in the morning sun.
So, from what I'm hearing, you guys are planning to storm the stairs via stealth and deeper darkness through when the night falls. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
Or at very least to get up to the gates to be like, hey.
Hello, we would like you to go away, please. Varisia is closed.
Varisia is
Stop
closed.
throwing rocks at us.
All right. So that's totally
They're
doable
farting
then.
in our general direction again.
So as we depart, I'm gonna assume Jason's cool with it because we're like pseudo-botting him. I'm gonna take another potion of displacement from him.
Okay, make sure you tell him as such next time he is here.
Gotcha.
So what?
Do you want to bring your friend?
I thought that was your friend. Whose friend are we being specific
He
to?
is everyone's friend. You cannot not be friends with the Poogie.
He is very adorable.
He's
Not so good at chess, I think.
He's scratching his butt on the wagon wheel again.
Oh, look at him.
Get in there.
The battlefield is no place for Piggy.
I mean, that pig's got a bunch of hit dice. It could be.
Does he turn back when he takes damage? I don't remember if that's
no.
polymorph.
It's no baleful polymorph's permanent.
Yeah, that's a Warcraft, where if you hit the thing you polymorphed, it came back.
Ah.
Yep.
Well,
However,
I'm also pretty sure what we've done to this giant is a work.
Yeah, for sure.
You're just now thinking of that?
I agree.
You're just now realizing that.
No, I've been there this whole time.
Kane the player has known that from day one. Egor doesn't care.
Fair. I think that's kind of the motive of almost everyone in the party.
Worth noting, should we pass through an anti-magic field, the Alpha Polymorph will end. For your knowledge. We may, all 6 of us, have to stomp a stone giant at some point.
If we're fighting something that has an anti-magic field, and then we have to stomp a stone giant, things are not going well for us.
Me and Skoros will be perfectly fine.
There are more than just you two.
You guys use magical
Against
equipment.
One stone giant? Yeah, but I can do all the stuff my magical equipment does without magic.
My damn bong is not enchanted.
Specifically, next level, the barbells will become flaming burst.
Awesome.
All right. So.
All right.
I'll forget him.
Forget him.
So, as everyone gets ready to go up the stairs, is there? I believe everybody has said basically what they want to do for prep. An extractive displacement goes to Skoros. We will have Kellery guard the rear since he is not particularly here at the moment. And we are waiting until night. So as twilight falls over the Storval stairs, you guys watch the stars begin to come out. One shoots across the sky, guiding your eyes to the stair themselves. And the eroded monuments still look imposing in the darkness against the night sky, as it slowly becomes less of a light blue and purple to a darker shade.
I would also appreciate one extract of the shield and shots to pass around of the dark vision.
Yeah, dark vision on the squad is good.
Okay, everyone that needs it has said abstract, and the shield is available.
To the chat.
I'm gonna take a potion of shield as well, I think.
Oh, so you're drinking it now?
No.
Oh,
I'm putting it in my pocket.
Okay.
Are we being attacked? Is that shooting star a rocket ship? Are we in danger? Aliens?
This isn't Numenaria. What's going on here?
I mean, we're not super far away.
So, you guys make it. You're going to need to roll me stealth to get up to the stair. Unless you want to just stroll up to the stair. It's up to you guys.
Well,
I will make the stealth.
Can we do a stealth challenge like we used to do?
If everybody is going stealth,
person.
The highest person rolls with the lowest...
with the largest penalty.
Yes.
I got a 32.
I have no penalty.
Who has a
penalty?
penalty?
No penalty.
Oh, wait, that's not true. I think I have like a 1. Hang on a sec. Let me get to Skoros' sheet. I was wearing some kind of thing that goes cling-clang in the night. I'm wearing studded leather, which doesn't have a penalty.
All right.
Oh, no, I lied. I have a -1.
Okay. So 31 then.
1.
Hey, Willton was useful.
Oi, sod off.
God,
I mean, you don't know that yet.
Oh, hey,
Yeah.
look, I'm...
Enough, Alex. He was useful. We're all dead.
Sure. He
was
was useful as a boulder crashes down. Rocks fall, everybody dies.
Wilton, you were so useful, Boulder. Wilton is now pancake.
Well, I mean, I have more interesting backup characters prepared.
So as Wilton considers suicidal tendencies, you guys slowly make your way towards the stair, and there doesn't seem to be any motion up top that seems to affect you guys. Make it to the bottom of the stair. Doesn't seem to be anything.
Alright, just like, so we have this, like, clear.
Okay.
Deeper darkness on his sacrificial dagger thing.
Okay. Any special
But
dagger.
before that, he will cast Barkskin on himself.
Okay.
On Egor.
Oh, thank you.
Egor looks like a flaming treant.
He scores a nod.
I am
What's the bonus?
several kinds of terrifying.
And Willton.
Uh-huh.
So basically, this kind of like if you imagine like pale moon rock kind of thing, just like blotches on your skin.
And you're high enough level that this is greater than +2, yes?
Yeah,
It's
it's
natural
plus
armor,
3.
isn't it? Not
3.
Aren't you +4?
Yeah. Ah, +4. I mean.
Oh.
And this is on top of anyone's pre-existing natural armor bonuses.
But not their
Yep.
amulet, because it is also an enhancement.
Okay, because
Now my AC is 4
I
higher.
have an amulet. What is this natural armor bonus again?
+4 enhancement from Barkskin.
4 enhancement from Bardskin. Okay, that's still higher than my +2.
For
So
the
I'll
next
take it.
100 minutes.
So we should make this quick. Are you sure they don't stay?
Yeah, it's an enhancement bonus. Both the amulet of natural armor and Barkskin.
Okay.
It's sad, but that is how it works.
So, I'm assuming you guys...
No, you might.
Hmm?
You might want to hold on to my robe or something, because this will become dark very soon.
I understand.
Okay.
Alright, everybody, hold hands like we are children on field trip.
We are children on the field trip, of course. What possibly wrong could happen?
So, I'm assuming you guys do this when you kind of get the idea that there might be somebody around? Is that correct? Or do you wait to do it at the bottom of the stair?
You can do it at the bottom of the stair. It's an hour duration, so we got time.
Okay.
It's more than that. It's almost. It's
No, it is exactly 1 hour.
100 minutes?
No,
For the deeper darkness.
I'm stupid. It's 1.5 hours.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and the Barkskin, same duration.
All right. So, you guys start making your way up the Storval stair, and it's not fun to go upstairs in the dark when they're sized appropriately for you. But,
Correct.
But these aren't. These are 2-foot stair. So it is leg day for 400 feet.
Do we need to make like climb checks or anything?
No, they're only 2 foot high. But that's like doing squats, one-legged squats, for 400 feet. So
I'm all about it. I'm doing like box jumps the entire way up.
You box jump into one of the walls. Oh, all right. I will go back to holding the hands now.
It was fun while it lasted. Now it is a bruise.
You got damage
I
reduction.
want to
It
say
doesn't
I did
even
something
bruise.
cool, but I know it's just going to come to bite me in the butt.
Always go for style points.
Yeah, Skoros is probably clearing these by, they're 2 foot high. Yeah, probably mostly jumping. Maybe not, flashy, because I can't see what I'm doing, but if I feel a wall in front of me and then suddenly there's a knot, I guess it's like box jumps, yeah.
Okie dokie. So, that's... go ahead and make me... You can either use strength... We don't have to with Boldrago, because he's technically a floaty dude. But go ahead and make me a fortitude save, I guess we will go with. Yeah, for endurance.
Fortitude versus a forced march.
I knew I should have played a ranger.
Arrgh!
I have the endurance feat.
Oh.
Well, it
So
just gives you
you're
a
fine.
bonus, doesn't it?
Yeah, that gives me a +4 bonus, so that's a +15 in total.
That's pretty good.
It's not bad.
That's 19, even with a 4.
Oh, Ross.
I did not roll a 4, I rolled a 10, so I got 25.
I rolled a 17.
Did I fail? I failed, didn't I? I failed.
You did.
I have a 29.
It's so nice to hear Levi just like, you did okay. Because
I got a 14.
This game.
It was an admirable attempt.
You even called my roll, Kane.
Yeah.
You even... Yes, you said it's still a 19 on a 4. I hit enter, I get a 4.
Sometimes you got it, sometimes you don't.
I never seem to have it with this game, jeez.
No, with this character. It is with this character. It is Wilton's luck that has cursed you.
Someone's gotta be the rod.
Yeah, someone's gotta be the rod.
I also rolled a 4.
Yeah, but you are also a spellcaster.
You're a spellcaster.
So are you.
Fair. If I get exhausted, I'm just gonna...
now I'm a spellcaster. I thought it was a marshal.
You're what's called a gish. You're a jack of all trades and a master of shocking ground.
So,
A gish.
So what this means is that anybody that got below a 20 is going to take 1 level of exhaustion of trying to get up there. But it's
Is it fun?
It's not.
It's just fatigue, I think.
Yeah,
fatigue. It possible for like when Willton starts to when it's obvious that he's having problems with stuff, to avoid him being fatigued? Is it possible for Mateo to just pick him up and carry him?
I thought you were just going to be to avoid him.
Is it possible to just he's not my friend anymore because he can't roll to save his life? Bye. But no, really, of the two that are flagging, the closer bond is to Willton. So stands to reason when he's having problems, I could just pick him up and make way, because I imagine he weighs a lot more than Skoros, but at least over a couple of steps.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, you probably could. She's not having any trouble making it up and down because
she just is flying.
Right, she's a big buff bird, so she could probably, when he starts to get winded, pick him up, transport him a bit.
She's so jacked.
Yeah.
Magic's weird.
Magic's magic. So, you can avoid that level of fatigue, Willton.
I guess as far as Runemane goes, one of the marshals could probably... Egor could probably carry Runemane on his back, despite the size category difference.
Yeah, it's going to be very awkward. You would bump legs on stairs.
I mean...
So then you carry him like a sack of potatoes, just over your shoulder. Or by the beard.
Runemane?
Or I cast fly.
Or that, yeah.
Yes. Is that what you do then? Yes. When you start to fatigue?
If I'm getting that tired, it feels very Runemane to be man, walking up this is annoying.
Yeah. Physical exertion is annoying. Oh my gosh.
Stairs are for peasants.
So he just kind of floats.
I mean, you could save the spell slot and cast levitate on yourself and have one of us pull you up.
Also true. Man, I knew I should have played a Drow Noble.
Oh.
Man.
All right. So, I assume people do things to avoid their fatigue then.
Oh, yeah. Jason's in the chat.
Yep. So, we'll go and you guys make your way. And I believe it is only Boldrago that can truly see unless you leave the zone of deeper darkness.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So, Boldrago, you guys get it takes a while to get up there. It's 400 feet using the stairs even. And they're sloped, so it's a little bit more than that.
For the sake of logistics, can we say we're all holding on to the same rope instead of holding hands?
I figured that's kind of what had to happen.
Tie a rope to Boldrago and then tie it back down.
It's just very awkward to do it otherwise.
Boldrago's single silk.
It's up to you.
Yep. Okie dokie. Somehow we have made it up, assuming with the black rope with the silver thread. And
hey man, I'm comfortable. Egor is comfortable in his masculinity. I'm not above holding Boldrago's hand up these stairs. I'm just saying it's very difficult to climb one-handed.
Yeah, that's very true.
So you guys make it up. Boldrago, you start to. Everybody can make me a perception check for hearing, but Boldrago is the only one that's going to be able to see. So,
I didn't realize Boldrago could see through deep darkness.
Yeah, that's the only reason he uses it so much.
That's fair. How do you do that, Alex?
Oh, it's called cheating.
Oh,
It's a heaven's shaman thing.
Oh, got you. That was probably the funniest thing you've ever said. In our entire... Oh, it's called cheating.
I lied.
Now ready. Perceptions for the ears. 27 for myself. Fulkin, he has a real bag. She didn't have bullshit dark vision right now. 21.
Okay. So I'm seeing a 33 from Boldrago, a 21 from Skoros.
And 23 from Alberto.
And what about Willton and Runemane and... Oh...
So, just rolling normal.
Egor.
I'm afraid to roll right now, I kind of think is understandable, but,
Well, you can...
I got a 26.
I can't see anything. We're in deeper darkness.
But you can hear, so that's what we're rolling for.
Fair enough. 20.
Look at that! Woo! It's a crit!
I hate this game at times. I hate it so much.
Why? You just did literally the best you could do.
Because it taunts me so.
You cruel mistress, you taunt me so. Alright. And Egor, what about you?
20. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Alright. Everybody is able to hear that there are giants upcoming, and they don't sound... You can kind of get an idea of what it looks like, what it sounds like as far as what's up there, because some of the giants don't sound as deeply toned as others. As you're making your way up, it's still kind of far away to get an idea of what they're saying necessarily, but you can tell that there are different tones, probably meaning that there's different sizes. You can tell that some of them are using a slightly different dialect. Let me see. Willton has faced giants before, and the dialects that he's picking up there is the stone giant dialect in there, based on what he's hearing, to reward that 20. But there's also a much, for lack of a better word, dumber and unrefined sound that is closer to hill giants. So that's what you kind of get, that there's a mix of both stone and hill giants up there. Boldrago can confirm this with his eyesight, and can also tell that there's several up there. There's about 6 hill giants and 2 stone giants, and then a sound comes to Wilton's ear. And he hears bears up there too. So, Boldrago also hears this. Cannot see them at the moment, though.
Is there a map for this?
There is not. Because we're going to cut the session there. Dun da dum.
Dun da da.
So,
oh no.
Oh no. So, that is where we will stop for now, everybody. We hope that you enjoyed this episode. We're sorry for all the technical difficulties. We're going to record the next one right after this, after a quick break, and it will we'll come back and have all the preliminary stuff for... I'll go ahead and have them roll initiative, even if they don't get in a fight, and we'll see what goes on. So, we hope you enjoyed this one, and we hope that you remember that all of the content that's found on the Interplanar Crossroads is brought to you by travelers and viewers like you. So, thank you. And have a great day. God bless. Goodbye.
Bye. Wave at your computer monitor despite the fact that no one can see you.
I'm waving at my webcam.
This content was made possible by travelers and viewers like you. Thank you.